Today we will discuss about the heating effect of electric current. Suppose this is the circuit, cell, switch and conductor. We have joined all these electrical components with the help of connecting wires. When we plug on or switch on the circuit, what will happen? Current start flowing from positive to negative terminal. But the electrons which are having negative charge, they start flowing from negative terminal toward the positive terminal. In doing so, in their motion, there are certain atoms or molecules present in the conductor here. They oppose the motion of those electrons and some work is to be done. That work is converted into heat. This is called heating effect of electric current. Work done for flow of charge Q through the resistor can be calculated as W equal to VQ. As we know, what is charge? We know that Q is equal to IT. Let us fill the value here. W equal to V IT. This is first relation. For doing work, some energy must be applied. That's why W can be replaced with energy, which is VIT, and that is heat energy. We know it will be H equal to VIT. From Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So now we will fill this value here. H will be equal to now IR IT. When we open this bracket, it will become I square RT. I square RT. This is second important relation. Equation 2. From Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR. We can find the value of I. I is equal to V upon R. Now we have to fill this value into that. H equal to V, and the place of I we have write V upon R and T. It will become V square T upon R. This is third important relation. We have derived here three formulas for the calculation of application based questions. Those are H equal to I square RT, second is VIT, third one is V square T upon R.
Now we will discuss about the Joule's law of heating. H is directly proportional to I square, where H is heat energy and I represents current. That is, heat produced is directly proportional to the square of the current. Thus, if the current is doubled, the heat produced will becomes 4 times. And if the current is halved, the heat produced will become 1/4. Heat produced is directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor or resistor. Thus, if the resistance is doubled, the heat produced also get doubled, and if the resistance is halved, the heat produced also get halved. Heat produced is directly proportional to time for which the current flows through the conductor. If the time for which current is passed through the conductor is doubled, the heat produced also get doubled, and if the time is halved, the heat produced also get halved. When we combine all these three equations, it will become H equal to I square RT. That much we have derived in the equation now. Applications of heating effect of electric current. First one, heating effect of electric current is used in electric kettle, water heaters, electric iron, etc. All these heating appliances contain coil of high resistance wire made of nichrome alloy. When these appliances are connected to power supply by insulated copper wire, then a large amount of heat is produced in a heating coil due to high resistance they have. But a negligible heat is produced in a connecting wire of copper due to very low resistance of copper. In an electric bulb, the electrical heating is used to produce light. When electric current passes through a thin, high resistance tungsten filament of an electric bulb, the filament becomes white hot and emits light. Due to this reason, the bulb filament should be thermally insulated as much as possible using insulating support inside the bulb. Tungsten metal is used for making the filaments of electric bulbs because it has a very high melting point of 3380 degrees Celsius. The electric bulbs are generally filled with chemically inactive nitrogen and argon gases. This is done so as to prevent burning of filament because of oxidation and thus to prolong the life of filament. Heating effect of electric current is utilized in electric fuse for protecting household wiring and electrical appliances. An electric fuse consists of a thin wire of a metal or an alloy of appropriate melting point. For preparing an electric fuse, generally tin lead alloy and copper materials are used. An electric fuse is a safety device which protects electrical circuits and appliances by stopping the flow of any unduly high electric currents.
Next topic is electric power. P equal to W upon T, or it can be written as E upon T. W represents work done, T time. Work done can be replaced with energy. So there are two definitions. Rate of doing work is known as power, or it can be defined as rate of consumption of energy, that is also power. Now its SI units watt. For work and energy it is joule. For time it is second. If a machine or device consumes 1 joule energy in 1 second, then its power is said to be 1 watt. Now its derivation, P equal to W upon T. In the previous derivation, we have understood that W is equal to V I T. That is, fill this value here. Then P will become V I T upon T. It will be P equal to V I. P is equal to W upon T. As we know, W is equal to I square R T. That is, fill the value here. P will become I square R T upon T. Second formula for power will be I square R. Next formula, P equal to W upon T. As we know, heat or work. That is V square T upon R. Let us fill the value. P equal to V square T upon R into T. Third formula will be V square upon R. Now we have derived three formulas. P equal to VI, P equal to I square R, P equal to V square upon R. You can use any formula in the application based question for calculations. SI units of electric power. P equal to VI. Units for potential difference, volt. For current, ampere. Power of an agent is said to be 1 watt if potential difference across two terminals is 1 volt and 1 ampere current passes through it.
Thanks for watching.